position, Dwayne Lee. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Kerr. Basketball fans, please welcome the starting lineup for your Toronto Raptors! Starting at small forward, 6'7", number 41, Amen Thompson. At the other forward position, standing 7'2", wearing number 8, Kristaps Porzingis. The big man, 6'10", number 11, Domantas Sabonis. At point guard, standing 6'2", number 0, Damian Lillard. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'8", number 24, Paul George.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Golden State Warriors. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Jason Tatum out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Wade in at the 2. And for the Raptors, we've got Damian Lillard. Amen Thompson out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's George. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
Now here's Rose. Out to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. The Warriors pull it in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's George. Porzingis sets a screen. Lillard got a good look. Shot is good, off the back rim and in.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Now here's Lillard. Porzingis with a screen on Rose. Here's Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
Sinks it from distance.
That's Tatum's size and high release point. He's able to get that three-point shot off against virtually anybody.
Here's Lillard. Thompson with the block. Rose against George. Tatum from long range. It's rebounded by George. The Raptors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Lillard. Back to George. Now Sabonis. Thompson, a screen on Siakam. Here's Sabonis. And here's Thompson. Shoots over Thompson. Thompson's shot is off.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more? Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Lillard looking around. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. For three, here's Lillard. They get it back. And here's Sabonis outside. And again, Toronto, no good. Golden State has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. And he's going for the lob. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
How many times have we seen Dwayne Wade sneak behind the defense and get that alley-oop? So nice.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
We need you to get rounds right now for your North Side Crew.
The Raptors making a switch here. Grimes is checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Collins, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. To the middle. Sabonis in the post. Collins there. The layup off target. Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball doors.
Yeah, B.A., this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
Jones, he's checked in for Sabonis. The Warriors also with a sub. Markkanen's checked in. And so Rose knocks them both down.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Lillard passes to Porzingis. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Warriors on D. Pass to George to end the drought.
And they've had a rough opening from the field.
Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. And he lobs it up. And Collins with the slam.
Oh, my goodness. John Collins with the emphatic finish.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 8-point game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Rose. He's got 5. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Wade misses. Raptors trail by 5. Outside Jones. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. Lillard's got 10.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Pass to Siakam. Markkanen looking it over. Rose with it. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Porzingis. Lillard with the ball. Picked up by Collins.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Markkanen outside. Here's Wade. Pass to Collins. 6 on the shot clock. Over Porzingis. Collins, no good.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Warriors on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, B.A., officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
Herb Jones out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's Grimes in at the small forward position. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Shakes him. Tatum can't hit. Toronto trailing. Here's Grimes. No points yet. Daniels passes to Jones. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of this game.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Jones. Thompson, he's checked in for Thomas. And Golden State also making a switch. Thompson's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up. The Warriors shooting just 33% so far in this game. Pass to Wiggins. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
On the court, if you want a free shirt, you need to be a super fan, and that means bringing all the noise you've got right now.
George, he's checked in for Toronto. Derrick Rose, he's checked in for the Warriors. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. The Warriors, number 1.
Last year, this was a team that owned the paint. They were so committed to rebounding, and that's a stat you love to lead the league in.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Now here's George. He's scoreless. Sabonis with a screen on Markkanen. The 3, George. The Warriors pull it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Thompson. Now here's Tatum. Markkanen for 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Poke loose, and it's stolen by Rose. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Here's Thompson, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Boy, a chance to tack on one more for Klay Thompson. Hard-nosed play, guys.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Warriors.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Here's George. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And yep, it's good. George has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Paul George is very difficult to contain on a dribble drive. He's got length, handle, and size. Good luck.
Rose, the pass to Tatum. Over Thompson. Tatum can't hit. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. George outside. The 3-ball. Drops in the 3. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The countless hours Paul George has put into that three-point shooting, a huge part of his development.
Outside Tatum. Thompson outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Thompson's got 8.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Robinson, he's checked in for Toronto. Lillard comes in for Daniels. Grant's checked in for the Warriors. Wade comes in for Markkanen. Here's Rose. He's got 5. Pass to Wade. Here's Thompson. Grant outside. Fires for 3. Paul George pulls down the board. The Raptors have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. Damian Lillard 4th.
Very steady at the line. He's a guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
Toronto making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. George against Thompson. Grant outside. Up top Collins. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Oh, and Clay makes that 3 look so easy.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
1:27 left in the half. To the paint. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
And Doris, you talk about the bounciest big men in the association. Mitchell Robinson's on the short list.
Come on now, this guy is a game changer as a lob threat and rim protector. He's grown up so much in terms of avoiding foul trouble, and he's putting in the work on the offensive end. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time player.
The shot by Lillard, no good. And so Grant will bring it up for the Warriors. And he lobs it up top. And Collins with the slam.
Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 10. The shot comes out. Collins with the defensive effort. The Warriors lead by 3. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Wade. The fadeaway. That one off the back iron and out. Pass to Lillard. From outside the arc. Lillard can't get that one to fall. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Warriors ahead. They're up by 3. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you consider that all guys do is dunk and shoot threes, and as many threes as I did, oh, my God.
Yeah, and I'd be out there getting every rebound and slamming Kenny's bricks for the putback slams, because none of these bigs today want any piece of prime diesel.
So let me get this straight. You would both be amazing. What a shock. And guys, how about the Raptors? Involved in a very competitive matchup right now.
If they just hit a couple more threes, it's a different score. I think in this case, you just keep shooting them. I can see them getting hot in the second half.
Ah, the professor going with the law of averages here. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And you know, Klay Thompson has been really making it happen, guys.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Now here's Lillard, kicking off the second half. Here's Steve Kerr's 5. Pascal Siakam out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Wade in at the 2. Now here's George. 6 to shoot. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. In transition, here come the Warriors. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Thompson passes to George. Now Lillard. Takes the 3. The shot that time not on target.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
And that one falls for Tatum. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring, but Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
George. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Klay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, when Dwayne Wade is able to stay healthy, he has proven he's still very effective. This guy is smart, he's decisive, and he can play at a high level.
It's stolen by Tatum. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Raptors trail by 8. Lillard up top, guarded by Rose. Porzingis against Siakam. Fades and shoots. Porzingis misses.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Here's Wade, defended by Thompson. Wade, that's good.
Well, this is perhaps the best weapon in Dwayne Wade's very varied arsenal. The feel in the paint, incredible.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
You know, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. Number 5, the Warriors.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
George, right side. Outside Porzingis. Pass to Sabonis. Now here's Lillard, guarded by Rose. 4 on the clock. To end the run. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Here's Wade, following the bucket by the Raptors. And the shot goes down. Wade's got 5 points in the quarter.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Lillard against Rose. They kick it out to Porzingis. George passes to Sabonis. To the wing, right side. For 3, here's Lillard. On target from range. Lillard's got 13.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers, it's almost effortless how he shoots.
Wade, the pass to Rose. Over Lillard. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 9. Pass to George. Puts up a 3. Rose grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Siakam, the pass to Rose. He can't hit that time. Ooh, nice D from George.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Thompson passes to George. Picked by Sabonis. Shot by Lillard, no good.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Raptors trail by 11. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Raptors with some changes. Jones, he's checked in for Porzingis. Grimes comes in for Thompson. And Daniels is subbed in for George. There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter. Lillard passes to Daniels. And here's Jones. Picked by Sabonis. Takes a 3. And Jones good for 3. Jones has got 5.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Here's Wade. 9 points in the game. Throws it up high. And Collins with the slam.
Throw it anywhere near Collins, he'll take care of the rest, putting his athleticism and length to perfect use.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 13. Pass to Daniels. Here's Grimes for 3. Offensive rebound. Sabonis. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Boy, that could have been an empty possession, but Sabonis hustle on the glass, turns it into a couple of points.
Wiggins passes to Wade. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Pass to Lillard. From deep. Oh, Dame time!
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And we've reached the end of the third. Warriors ahead, up 5. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Paul George out there with Amin Thompson. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's Grimes in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Raptors trail by 5. George passes to Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Warriors shooting about 47%. A nice number. Play drives. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
George with the bucket.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Down low. Here's Thompson. And Grimes pulls it down. And for the Raptors, they're shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Pass to Daniels. And it's stolen by Rose. In transition, here come the Warriors. And Wiggins swoops in for the score. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And here are the Warriors now after the basket by Toronto.
Well, Derrick Rose plays with such intensity, such willingness to draw contact on the interior.
At the line for the Warriors, Derrick Rose. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Robinson. And Golden State also making a switch. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Wiggins. And he makes both free throws. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Pass to Thompson. Outside Porzingis. Back to Thompson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
Thompson. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Toronto. Lillard comes in for Daniels. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Warriors. Wade comes in for Rose. Both free throws good from Thompson. The Warriors lead by 3. Here's Wade. Oh, there's the alley. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Well, such an intelligent basketball player. John Collins knows how to get himself a look out of pick and roll action.
Thompson outside. Back to Lillard. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The shot no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Pass to Wade. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
This is an accomplished, polished interior scorer. Don't let the two-guard position fool you. Dwayne Wade from the cup. Oh.
Here's Grimes. Outside Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. For 3, here's Lillard. Here's Sabonis. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Big-time delivery from Domantas Sabonis. Okay.
Here's Tatum. Tatum showing off the strength.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
Attention fans, now on the court is the right squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Who wants a t-shirt?
George, he's checked in for Toronto. And Golden State also making a switch. Rose is checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
Paul George. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, you have to respect the career of Paul George. He has faced at one point a career-ending injury. He keeps battling to get back on the floor through constant injury.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
I think the experience Paul George possesses is so valuable to his team. This guy is such a seasoned vet.
Back to Tatum, beyond the arc. Tatum! Money from deep!
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Pass to Sabonis. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Sabonis has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, this is Sabonis in his zone. He makes scoring in the paint seem almost effortless.
There's Tatum with the three. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Up top, Thompson. And here's Sabonis. To the inside. Thompson finds Lillard. Lillard drains the outside shot.
It's Dame time. Whenever this team needs a big shot, he knows how to get one.
Here's Tatum. Tatum with another miss. Raptors trail by 4. Pass to Lillard. George outside. 1:06 left in the fourth. Just 5 to shoot. And the jumper from the wing offline. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Rose, the pass to Thompson. Back to Rose. Now Tatum, defended by Porzingis. And it's Tatum missing. Huge moment here.
You have to stay calm in these situations.
Here's George. It falls! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Shoots. Yes!
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you select your best move. Let's go. You need that blessing.
Three-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's George. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
Paul George.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. George hits them both.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a one-possession game.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. So he comes up empty at the line.
Oh, that could have been the end of it. Instead, he hands them a lifeline.
Now here's George. He's covered closely to tie it up. Missed it.
That's his third personal foul. 14 fouls. At the line for your Raptors, Paul George, taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. From deep, Rose. Oh, couldn't sink it, and we're going to overtime. Time expires. We're going to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game.